right, let's move to your favorite pitcher who's under 8K, Erik. You're going to have a lot more options here.
Yeah, I did mention a couple just south of 8K, but I'm actually going to go all the way down to Dane Dunning at 6,400 versus Angels. I think he's the cheapest viable option. There's 3 pitchers cheaper than him. 2 are pitching at Coors Field, and the other is just an opener. So if you want to really save cash, I think Dunning is actually completely fine. He's not exciting. Had 3 earned runs in 5 innings against the Jays at his season debut. 4.51 ERA last year, but the ERA estimators, some of them like FIP and XFIP, said he deserves something in the high 3s. His skill set is actually somewhat rare, despite being somewhat bland. 22.3% strikeout rate last year was almost league average, and he combined that with a 53.9% ground ball rate, which is quite strong. Only 3 pitchers made at least 20 starts last year and beat both of those marks. That'd be Logan Webb, Luis Castillo, and Lance McCullers, so quite good company there. If you're even, an average-ish strikeout guy and you keep the ball on the ground as well as he does, that does make you a pretty good pitcher, even though you'd love to see a little bit more whiffs to really up his fantasy value.
All right, Garion, favorite pitcher under 8K?
Yeah, I think Dunning's a really solid play. I think a lot of people are going to gravitate towards Shohei Ohtani, justifiably so. This is someone who has a negative FIP right now. That's how good he was in his first start. Had a 39% called strike rate plus swinging strike rate in that outing against Houston as well. Like, he just deserves to be priced higher on this slate. It's almost a little disrespectful that he's not. I will say that if you want to pivot off of Ohtani, Luis Severino is kind of interesting tonight. I think that a lot of people are going to avoid him just because Ohtani is in that range, because Severino is going up against the Blue Jays, and he only pitched 3 innings in his first start, but showcased some big-time strikeout potential in that game, was throwing 98 miles per hour as a starter, which is really impressive. It's more than Severino, or we've seen from Severino at least, aside from his bullpen stints the last couple of seasons. And there's a pretty realistic chance that Teoscar Hernandez is not going to be in the lineup for the Jays today. He probably strained his oblique last night. So this is not a full-strength Blue Jays lineup. So I think as a pivot, Severino's a nice place to go.